Hello everyone! Again I'm going to make an acrylic bloom painting. I wanted to experiment a little bit more with the bloom swipe. I only did it once, so I want to try it again. I'm also going to show you how I add a resin layer, and of course at the end of the video I will show you the end result. So I hope you will enjoy watching my video and hopefully you will give me a thumbs up for it. So I already started pouring a black wall paint on top of my artboard, and I'm using a wooden artboard of 30 centimeters. Again, I didn't wait for a day, because normally if you mix your wall paint and then you get a lot of air bubbles, so normally I will wait for a day, but I couldn't wait again, so I wanted to try it. And this is the same black wall paint as in my previous video, in which I did the bloom swipe with the resin crystals on top. So this is a wall paint that Chris sent me, and I can't buy it here in the Netherlands, so I still need to search for a replacement. But I was very pleased with that wall paint because it didn't crack, so hopefully this one also doesn't crack during drying. So the first color, this is a Winsor & Newton Deep Turquoise. It's an opaque color. I always start with an opaque color. Very nice color. And the pouring medium I'm using is also sent to me by Chris. Also that one I can't buy here in the Netherlands. But I found maybe a replacement, so I'm experimenting with it, and as soon as I think it's okay, then I will make a video out of it and show it to you all what it is. But yeah, first I need to experiment a little bit with it. So now I'm going to use my palette knife. First I'm adding a cell activator. This cell activator is made with the Artist Junior glue and Amsterdam titanium white and water. So 20 gram Artist Junior glue, 10 gram Amsterdam titanium white and 10 gram of water, and that's my cell activator. So first the cell activator onto my palette knife, a thin layer, and now on top I'm using the Liquitex green blue, because that is my last color underneath the cell activator, and also that color I want to have opaque, so the Liquitex green blue is an opaque color. So I start with an opaque color on top of the pillow, but I also end with an opaque color. So on top, a mica pigment. This is one of my own mica pigments. It's the Aurora Red. And I also have a mixing video. I will include the link in the right corner, in which I show how I mix the tube paints, the fluid paints, but also the mica pigments. Then again, a mica pigment, one of my own. This is the blue Taffeta, a really nice light shade of blue. So now I have in between two opaque tube paints, I have the mica pigments. And another mica pigment, and this is the Golden Beach. Very nice soft golden color. And now I'm going to swipe. There you can see it, turning my table or turning table or how do you call it, but in a circle. And then I wait a little bit to see what effects I'm getting before I start to spin it. I'm already getting some nice lacing, so that's good. Now, very careful, I'm starting to spin it, not too hard yet. A little bit harder now. And the cells are getting bigger, so that's good. Very nice lacing. So the cell activator does work, so you don't have to use the Australian fluoro. You can also make a cell activator without it. And that's nice because soon here in the Netherlands I can't buy the Australian fluoro anymore, so I needed to search for another one. So this is a replacement for that. And the lacing is getting very nice. I like it. Tilting my artboard, but also to see how much paint is still on my surface, because if you leave too much paint on your surface, then it will crack during drying. Yeah, it looks very pretty already. Again, I'm waiting a little bit, then I'm turning it again or spinning it, because there's still too much paint on the surface. And if you're interested in my Mica pigments, the link to my Etsy shop is in the description below this video. And they are also available in the USA and Canada by my associate Evelyn Schaefer. And the link to her Etsy shop is also in the description. It's much cheaper for you all in the USA or Canada to buy from her Etsy shop than from mine, because shipping from the Netherlands to the USA or Canada is very expensive. So I'm very pleased that Evelyn has listed my Mica pigments in her Etsy shop. But the link to it is in the description. And the lacing is getting very beautiful. The colors are nice, go very well together. Yeah, you can't see the mica pigment effect, the shimmer of it. But at the end of the video I'm going to show you a close-up and then you can see it much better. Tilting it again to check how much paint is still on my artboard. And it looks okay. Doesn't move that much. So the painting is done. I need to let this dry at least for 14 days before I can add a resin layer. Needs to be totally dry. There you can see it up close. A little bit of the shimmer of the mica pigments. Very nice lacing. So the painting is dry and we are 14 days later, so now I can add a resin layer, and I'm using the resin from Resin Pro, and yeah, I think they have great supplies, not only resin but also other supplies. Unfortunately they only ship within Europe. So I'm so sorry for the people that live outside of Europe, because the quality is great and the price is also nice because it's not too expensive. And for a top layer you don't really don't need that much resin for a painting of 30 centimeters. I think I used 50 gram, no more. I always start in the middle and then I'm working my way to the outside and letting it flow over the sides, because I also want to have resin onto the sides. And if you're interested, for the people that live within Europe, in their supplies, the link to the website is in the description below this video. I also have a promo code for their website. If you use my code Petra, then you will get 10% discount on your total order. So that's amazing. So now the torch to remove some air bubbles. And then I'm going to work on the sides. There you can see it. And with my finger, I'm spreading the resin onto the sides, adding a little bit more. And I think the lacing looks amazing and the shimmer of the mica pigments is very nice. So I'm very pleased with the supplies that Chris sent me. But yeah, now I need to search for a colored wall paint, because I do have a white. But it's nice to also have a pillow that has another color than white. So I will keep on searching. I think I found the pouring medium, what I already mentioned, but I'm testing it. Adding a little bit more resin. And this resin has a really long working time. It has a working time of 1.5 hours, so that's great. And within 24 hours it's dry, not cured, but dry to the touch. So this is the end result. I have it outside in the daylight. Hopefully you can see the shimmer of the mica pigments. I can see the golden beach in the middle or in the center, but also the blue taffeta. It has there, you also can see the golden beach. A little bit closer, then you can see the aurora red. There you can see its shimmer. But the lacing is amazing. Yeah, I'm very happy with the end result. Let me know what you think of it in the comments below this video. All the supplies I've used in the video you can find in the description. And for the people that haven't subscribed yet to my channel, consider it. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up for this video. I would appreciate it a lot. And I want to thank you all for watching again. And hopefully I will see you in the next video. Bye!